Hello, and welcome back to Legacy of Leaders, where we interview the brightest and most interesting leaders in the community, and today is no different. I'm your host, Whitney Mincey, joined by very special guest, Miss Linda Grace Farley from Cycles of Life Management Services. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, we've already had such a great conversation before the cameras even started rolling, but I'm so excited for you to tell our viewers about your organization and what you do. So for those that have not heard of your company, tell us what it is.
Cycles of Life Management Services came into being because we all have our cycles. We have our ebbs and flows in life.
Yes.
You could be up one minute, down the other. Success in life, your jobs, your career, whatever. And it came into being because if you're the captain of your ship.
Yes.
If you understand how to navigate the ebbs and flows, then you're going to be able to come out more successful than if you're like a salmon swimming upstream.
Right.
So what I bring to the picture, or the table, I should say, is an approach from a body, mind, and spirit perspective. Because, Whitney, we're all unique.
Yes.
We're not this cookie cutter design. Yes, we have a body, but different types of body, different shapes, different sizes, whatever. But it's what's in here that makes us who we are.
Right.
And when I developed Cycles of Life, it was after many years of helping people, coaching people, and like that, but doing it as a friend versus a career. And I established it in 2017.
Got it.
And I said, retired from my career and said, now I'm giving back.
Wow.
And that's basically what I do with Cycles of Life.
Yeah. So how did you get into this specifically? Was it the years of coaching friends and family, or was there some sort of formal training that you went through? How'd you end up here?
Many years. Personal development for myself.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I'm one that has to experience things. I'm a quality mindset. So I have to experience it in order to talk to it, because it's all about your integrity, your reputation.
Absolutely.
And I was on the path of discovering who I was. And slowly but surely I realized I was not who I was supposed to be. I was actually an image of my parents.
Wow.
So you look at it, right? We're not who we are meant to be, because we are following the pattern that has been set for us by our ancestors, our parents, our communities. But when you start to embrace who you are, truly are, not what you've been programmed to believe, then the the light bulb goes off and says, wait a minute, I could do this.
Things get interesting.
Yeah, and then the world just opens up.
Yeah.
I know people, Whitney, that born and raised in one town, never left the area. They've never moved outside of their state. They never traveled.
Yeah.
So they limited vision. The movie Truman comes to mind.
Yes.
There's so many people out there, so the only conditioning they know is what they've been taught.
Right.
And that I got into this, and I was like, the more I learned, and I'm like, this can help another. And now I can look at someone and have the conversation, and I hear, oh, this is what, you could see the signature. And now my task is not to tell them, to ask them questions I don't know answers for. And before you know it, they're telling me things they've never told anybody, because I've gotten past the gatekeeper in the reptilian ring.
Right.
Yeah, it's fascinating work. It's fascinating.
It sounds incredible. So I know there are some people watching this thinking, I've got to reach out to Linda. I need to find out how I can work with her. So how do you work with your clients? Is it like one-on-one coaching? Is it in a workshop? Is it, tell me about that.
Okay, so right now I do one-on-one coaching.
Okay.
I am developing workshops, small, intimate workshops first. I usually do 8 for the power of 8 with intention experiment. And there's just something about those small, intimate groups that everybody gets out of it.
Yes.
Something. Because what's happening is energetically, like we're having this conversation, we're exchanging energy.
Right.
We don't see it, but we do.
Right.
One-on-one, that's where people can come out and say, hey, I've never told anybody this. And then after they'll say, what did you say? I don't know. Because it's like, I'm holding your sacred space, And as you're expressing to me all those deep, dark secrets, I am holding that space to allow you, or anyone for that fact, to express that and then look at it from a different set of eyes.
Yeah.
You know, something that happened when they were a child, they're still carrying with them. So let's get rid of that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you.
I know that you are out here changing lives, and I'm sure someone watching this is excited to reach out to you and find out how you can change their life as well.
Thank you. Right, I that's my focus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, if you want to learn more about Linda and her organization, make sure that you head over to dailynewsnetwork.com. All of her information will be listed there, and we will see you next time on Legacy of Leaders.